Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites. How we doing today? Is this song good? I don't like the way it look. Anyway, what was this pent up there? Anyway. How are y'all doing today? Thank you so much, Very Little, for kicking it off. So the sisterhood need to be starved of what they crave and need the most attention. Only then will they fade into the irrelevance they so richly deserve. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Miss Lucasely, for your super sticker, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Okay, so I just want to talk a little bit about something I ran across. And this is on Twitter. And when I look back at the person's page that posted this seems to be a person that they post a lot of different things. But a lot of their content on, at least on Twitter, if as far as I could see, has to do with Black men and, Black men's image, what Black men are doing, things of that nature. And it wasn't a whole lot of comments. But the comments were okay. So this is the video. As you can see, it's just Black men in suits. That's all we see.
MC.
And the only reason I'm about to cut the sound from it is because you know how YouTube starts tripping about music or whatever. But as you can see, the only thing that's happening is going down the line with various men of various age groups with their suits on. Now, this is not a commentary on who these men are individually. This is not a commentary on, I'm talking about this video that I'm showing you. It has nothing to do with who these men are or personally in their lives, or this is nothing more than this video of looking at Black men. That's it. That's all we saw. And then the suits are fine and good, but the attitudes aren't impressive. Counteracts the suit, frankly. I mean, what attitude? The way you dress does affect your mood. Look good, feel good, smell good. Somebody said love to see it. Okay. Sharp, yes. Opportunity, advantage, prospects, no. How do you know who these men are? We don't know who these men are. We don't know who these men are. Somebody said, okay, how handsome they are. Okay, a couple people had positive feedback. Black is always beautiful. This one was interesting. Black is always beautiful. Let's hope the mindset matches the image. Some of the brothers are extra with it, but that's just us. Looking good, gentlemen. And then there was one more. Who cares about a dumb, stupid new suit? Our kids are killing each other. And I'm just going to stop sharing. Now, why would anybody get triggered from just random black men that the rest of us don't know. I don't know if they know each other or if they came together for a convention, or I don't know why they're together. I don't know why they all decided to show up with suits on. Maybe they were doing something. Seems like they were doing something. Because other posts that like reposted that, some of the comments was like, the men had gotten together for like a convention, and then there were children there, so they were mentoring the children, and that sort of thing, some sort of conference. So, I mean, sometimes it's difficult to articulate the dysfunction, the lost value system thinking that gives rise to the kind of backhanded, okay, they look good, but let's just hope the attitude, man. I mean, you don't know what the attitude is. Again, you don't know who these men are. We don't know who these men are. We don't know if these men is fronting. Nobody gave a commentary. Those men were not speaking. Those men were not talking. So we didn't get a sense of who they were or what they were doing. It's not an interview. It was just a video among random mini videos. And this one happened to have a group of black men that wasn't somewhere with their pants hanging down, that wasn't somewhere, quote unquote, being a thug, that wasn't somewhere, talking crazy or acting a fool or committing a crime on video, or, being obnoxious or being whatever. It was an attempt of those group of black men to come together and just say, hey, we here. We got our suits on. It was an attempt at a positive image, a positive collective image. Let me get to these super chats really quickly. Thank you, Miss Bethshua. So, hey, sis, these hyenas are tripping. They want a man to look presentable, but when said men appear, they're a tool for white supremacy and the patriarchy. They don't know what they want. They don't. And it's such a gaslighting that they do. Thank you so much, Grady. So I salute these brothers that are destroying a social media image of us as black men. Keep up the great work, my brothers. Thank you once again, sister. Said Black feminists and the Rainbow Academy are the absolute worst. I absolutely loved how these brothers were representing themselves. And let's just call a thing a thing. Anybody that had a negative reaction to something so simple as black men showing up, little music playing in the band, they all got their suits on, they doing whatever, blah, blah, blah. If anybody's got a listen, y'all are just mad because y'all image, y'all collective appearance value is in the trash. That's on black women. That's on y'all. And women in general. Y'all gets on social media and you make a fool out of yourself. You either somewhere twerking, somewhere fighting, or somewhere revealing your messed up, warped out mindset. And so people have a negative opinion about who you are collectively. You don't say anything when these chicks be out here twerking all on historical sites in public with children. You made all the excuses in the world about old girl in the airport with no panties and pants on, no bottoms on whatsoever. Then you got the female young thug, aka Ugly Red, Smut House Red, Smutty Red, is out here releasing her own sex video or whatever on Instagram or whatnot, and everybody's roasting her because they saying it ain't the color, all of that ain't the color it's supposed to be. That's unconscionably gross. And so that's your representative. Y'all the ones don't say nothing. Y'all don't say nothing about her. Y'all don't say nothing about Suki Hana. Y'all don't say nothing about Megan Thee Stallion. Y'all don't say nothing about who represents Black women or who speaks out on behalf of Black women. Y'all make excuses about the bad behavior and about the foolishness and the ratchetry that these women do. And you want somebody to have mercy and, coddle and don't say nothing and, pray for them, or they having mental issues, and, every excuse in the world because your image is bad, because your image is trash. And just like everybody else in this social media age, you are now in bigger control of your public image as anybody has ever been. This is not the 80s where the only media that is widely consumed are these mainstream channels, and they get to dictate and they get to curate what the public sees and how the public perceives each group. See, that used to be the crutch. Black people look bad, Black women look bad, all this type of stuff, just because of how the mainstream media portrays us. Okay, it is now 2023. This is not the 70s. This is not the 80s. This is not even the 90s. People are in more control of their personal public image now than ever before, because we don't have to wait on NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, and nobody else to present a particular image of us. We have phones. We constantly filming and putting out content, whether you're putting out content for money or you're putting out content just for personal reasons or for entertainment or whatever the case may be. People are putting out content about themselves and then getting mad when the perception is bad, because you thought you was putting something, you thought it was cute when you put it on there. You thought it was cute when you put it on Instagram. You thought it was cute when you put it on YouTube. You thought it was cute when you put it on Facebook. And then when you got the feedback, and the feedback was negative, the feedback was like, ew, the feedback was crazy. Now you want to feel a way about the feedback rather than feeling a way about the content that you provided that's got people feeling a way. That has shaped someone's perception and regard for you. Thank you, Damien. Said they were mentoring and collecting clothing and things and just giving back to the community. Yeah, I had read something like that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Black Goku. Said these hyenas failed to do the research, as the brothers in the video were a group of successful Black men who owned their own businesses, and they were at a Black convention, both successful Black men and Black women. And I figured they was at some form of convention, because in one of the various different posts, somebody was like, well, what was y'all doing? Da, da, da. And that's what they said, that they were mentoring. They were, giving back to the community, things of that nature. Everything that these hyenas claim and these simps claim that successful Black men need to be doing. Thank you once again, Black Goku. Said, not to mention the fact these successful Black men are actually making a great impact in the community. Exactly. Thank you, Well B said, how do you go from making excuses for hyena behavior and dress to criticizing these brothers? That is just weird. Why not just say nothing? Right. Thank you, Devon said, those brothers looking like FOI. Remind me of the Million Man March. Original salute ready front. Thank you so much. And thank you, Wouldn't You Like to Know, for your contribution, sweetheart. Thank you so much for that, because y'all being jealous of Black men taking their collective appearance value seriously. Y'all been mad at Black men's voices. Y'all have been mad at Black men's presence. Y'all have been mad for a minute about Black men utilizing social media in order to have a better presentation of who they are as a collective group, despite stereotypes, despite the percentage of them that's not about nothing, that's out here wilding, and Black men coming to show that they are not all out here in the street acting a fool. That there are Black men, and quite a few of them, in fact, that are gainfully employed, that are responsible, that are people who give back to their communities, that are people who are conscious, who are mobile in this country, who have ideas, who are building in different industries and things of that nature. Black men have come to say, listen, we are not a monolith. We are not all one big N-word. Yes, there are Pookies. Yes, there are Ray Rays. Yes, there are jailbirds. Yes, there are the low level of Black men. Of course, in every group, you are going to have the undesirables. In every group, Black men are not the exception to that. So you can run into the, you know what I'm saying, the gutter snipe, the Maggle, the F-19. It's like, okay, you just ain't got nothing going on in your life. Now, do you in and out of jail, or you in and out, you know what I'm saying, on somebody's couch or whatever. You just out here in the world. However, they do come to also show that there are those of us who have a brain. We are to be seen. We've been ignored. A contingent of Black men, a percentage of Black men that are being ignored. But we are law-abiding citizens. We are family men. We are working men. We are entrepreneurs. We are business owners. Okay? We do plenty of things. Just don't make a whole big stink about it. So y'all are mad that Black women do not make a better representation collectively of themselves. Y'all don't speak out when there are Black women who are out here cutting the monkey. Okay, when they out here just acting a fool, y'all don't say nothing, which allows that contingent of women to represent us. And you make excuses about it. You either don't say anything or you make excuses and all of this other type of stuff, which allows that negativity to persist, and it allowed it to grow, and it allowed it to become associated with who Black women are. And Black women, even in this day and age of social media, being able to pick up your phone. Everybody got a smartphone. They don't even really make nothing but smartphones now. Whether it's a cheaper one or you paying top dollar for them, doesn't matter. They all come with cameras and all kinds of stuff. So if you want to change your image and you want to present a better image of yourself, then start doing it. Stop being jealous of Black men. Stop being jealous of that. Because when y'all get together, when you hyenas get together, you don't make a good impression of yourself. Even when you all are at little conventions for successful Black women and career-minded Black women and Black women who are entrepreneurs and all that kind of stuff, y'all still don't come with a good image. You come with this boss chick, we're men image. You don't come as the pinnacle of womanhood and the pinnacle of femininity and the pinnacle of success as a woman. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Y'all don't have stuff. Y'all will have little stuff where y'all will try to help. Oh, this is a little fun for Black women. Y'all don't really give back. If I'm going in and out, just try to refresh. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, because it seems like something is going on with the connection or something. But let me get to these super chats really quickly. Thank you, Johnny B. X. Those brothers were killing it. Let the hyenas and colonizers hate. Exactly. And thank you, Frankie Seals. That Sisterhood would have loved it if it was a line of thugs dressed like a bunch of broke rappers. Exactly. And thank you, Rumen and Melanoid said, for a moment I was confused as to why Black women were so angry. Then I realized this was a nonverbal comparison and contrast, and it paints Black women in a bad light without mentioning them by name. And they consistently are mad about this stuff. Y'all need to make a better impression of yourself. It is not everybody else's fault that y'all put out y'all being hoes. You put out being abusive to your man and to your kids. Y'all know, even if you aren't the ones recording yourselves, you know that it's a camera everywhere. It's a camera everywhere. And women get recorded doing the craziest stuff. So there's a bad image. It's the Black ones, it's the white ones, it's the Puerto Rican ones, it's all of you tricks, all you hyenas. Y'all move around in such a deplorable way. That's why I hope the attitude matches too, because your attitude don't match the way you look. Y'all attitude don't match, so you think that's like that everywhere with everyone? Y'all will come outside dressed from head to toe, looking so pretty. Y'all will have y'all hair whipped, whether it's a lace front or whatever. A lot of y'all will come outside and it be looking good. You had your makeup just so. You got your clothes just so. You got your shoes. You got your this, your that, your perfume, your bag, and all of that type of stuff. And you will be coming outside looking like $1 million with a $2 attitude, with a trash attitude, with a gutter snipe personality. Soon as you open your mouth, all of that cute go out the window. All that cute go right out the window. We don't care that you're wearing Chanel. We don't care what kind of shoes you got on. We don't care about your Louis bag. We don't care. We don't care about how you set the earrings off with the bracelet. With it can be cute, but you ugly, ma'am. You ugly on the inside. As soon as you open your mouth, you're distasteful. You're not pleasurable to be around. No one wants to deal with you. What was that? Did y'all just see that little thumbs up thing? Is that a new thing that YouTube is doing? I thought something was wrong with my camera just now. Did anybody else see that? Oh, I wonder what that's for. YouTube, y'all be doing. Y'all do everything but give me my plaque. That was different. I wonder why it does that. Y'all do everything but give me my plaque. Don't even get me started on how YouTube playing me with this plaque. They are not going to give me that plaque. I just want to let y'all know that. I'm not even going to spin off. But they're not going to give me that plaque. I told them it was the worst customer service I have ever experienced from anybody for any reason. Anyway. Right. You capture my sentiment exactly. You captured the sentiment exactly. We ain't mad, but we not mad. It's like I don't like it, but I'm at peace, but I'm not. You captured it perfectly. So I find it to be jealousy. Y'all are mad that Black men, that you as a collective of women can no longer just tell the world anything about who Black men are. Black men have a voice of their own and saying, this is who we are. Now you got your simps and stuff like that come out and, you know what I'm saying? They part of the sisterhood. I don't even really count them. When you part of the sisterhood, whether you male or female, you don't really count, right? But we see that Black men will come together and disown foolishness. They'll disown foolishness. Like, nah, that's stupid. And we're not going to come together to congratulate that. Whether you agree with Black men's opinions or not collectively, whether or not you agree with how they see the world or how they, one thing I will say is they will collectively come together to have a consensus about something. Y'all come together only for foolishness. That's the only time y'all be coming together. Anytime a woman has some foolishness going on, or not even the foolishness, not even that. Anytime a woman doesn't agree with the sisterhood, that's the only time y'all come out in force against her. So what I'm going to do is I am going to give a quick commercial break. Then we're going to come back and talk about the other parts of this. Yes, they do. They come together to twerk. They come together to jump a black man, whether that's legally or whatever. They come together. They come together to go on girls' trips and get slutted out. Y'all come together for that. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hello, my Crimsonites and all of my supporters. I invite you to go and get your copy of my new book, Reclaiming the Black Feminine, The Lies of Feminism and the Road to Recovery, on sale now at crimsoncure.com. This is guaranteed to change your perspective and positively impact your life. So go ahead now to crimsoncure.com and get your copy today.
So what you want to do is you want to go to crimsoncure.com and you want to pick up your copy of Reclaiming the Black Feminine, Lies of Feminism and the Road to Recovery. The links are in the description as well. And I know I owe y'all a bam, 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 bam. We gonna hit the like button, bam, bam. You gotta So I don't know how many likes we need, but I know that we got like 1,200 people in here. So whoever has not hit the like button, I would appreciate it if you did. And we're going to get back to this talk. Not liking the men in the suit. Y'all cannot not like these men in these suits. Not if the outcry is gonna be for entrepreneurs. Not if the outcry is going to be for Black men to be business owners, to be wealthy, to be men of means, to, have all of this education and standard. And he's going this place and doing that, moving and shaking. These men wear suits. They may not wear suits every day. But men who are about something own at least, at minimum, they own one good suit. He owns one good suit. At minimum. The minimum. That's the one piece of advice that I heard from Steve Harvey that I wholeheartedly agree with. He gave men some good suit game when he told men they should get about four or five blazers, slacks, and shirts. And he gave the colors. And the reason why he stated those particular colors is because you can interchange the blazer with the slacks and you can combo a bunch of suits out of them pieces. So if you got like a beige, a couple of neutrals in there, a black, a navy, a gray, a neutral. Okay? Get you a white shirt, a powder blue shirt, neutral color shirt, neutral color pants. You can make at least 20 to 25 suits out of the combo. Yeah, he was on point with the suit advice. I said, okay, I can get behind him with the suit advice. That was good suit game. Simple, not difficult for any man to do. He didn't say a particular brand. He didn't say you had to get it from a particular place. He just said, get a suit, look good on you, these colors, these slacks, and you can switch them up. You cannot be throwing shade at the very men that you claim y'all want black men to be. Y'all want these black men that are at the upper echelon of this and that, and he making $300,000 a month, and all this other stuff, but he ain't got no suit. He ain't got no suit. He can't pop out of his closet with not one suit. They doing too much. Like, so twerking ain't doing too much. And then the one comment got me. Our children are out here dying. Whose problem is that? Whose fault is that? If y'all would quit running these men off and allow the men to that are trying to be fathers to actually be fathers to these sons and these kids, then you wouldn't have the issue that you have in today. The reason why this young generation is as backwards as they are as a collective is because y'all hyenas been running it for too long. Y'all have been raising these kids backwards with no moral code. You have been raising these kids with no spiritual guidance. You have been raising these children so backwards that they question their gender. You got them doing that. We used to squash the gender question at bath time with like the 5-year-olds. Okay, the toddlers is taking a bath together. All right, they 3 years old, 4 years old. You know, you got them in the bath. The little boy look at him and look at his sister. Hey, wait a minute, what's that? And why she ain't got one? Riddle me that, Batman. And then you simply answer, well, that's what boys got. You got what boys got. And she got what girls got. We don't got the same thing. Look. That's interesting. So she ain't gonna never have it. Mm-mm. And you will never have what she have. Okay. And then it's done. That conversation is over. How you got them revisiting it at 18 years old? About whether you got wee-wees and pee-pees and TTs. This is y'all. This is y'all doing. You didn't want men to be men. You didn't want them to be fathers and all that kind of stuff. So this is what you get. Keep telling y'all we living in the failure. We living in the failures of that. Keep telling y'all that. Our kids out here killing. You don't care about whether they're killing each other or not. Because I don't see a whole bunch of y'all getting together to do anything that is going to positively impact the community or turn it around. What are the women doing collectively that's positively impacting the community and turning it around? What are you doing? Because study buying into feminism and the gynocracy, that's not doing it. So I want to know, what are y'all doing that is so impactful and powerful that within the next decade or two, the community should be turning around for the better? Absolutely nothing. And then you're going to sit here and be mad at the brothers because they got together to do the very thing that you and all your simp counterparts want black men to do. You want successful black men to go out into the world, conquer and come back and save the community and mentor the kids. I mean, that's what they was doing. I just hope the attitude matches the suit. Why? Why you hope the attitude can match the suit? Because your attitude don't match nothing? But them little ugly necklaces y'all be wearing, some of y'all done got bad taste with the accessories. What be with y'all and the accessories? Sometimes y'all accessories. What she said. What she said. What she said. Y'all was out here. Yeah, and I mean, why wouldn't Kiki want him to sing to her? That's Usher. Can't even say the man name right, Usher. That's Usher. He done came out here in a whole schoolgirl skirt. Talking about some. It's a kilt. You not who we wearing the kilts? The Scotsman? Or is it the Irish? I mean, I think it was the Scots that wear the kilts, don't they? Thank you, Seth Son. So the Sisterhood Defense Force is always on the ready. They definitely are. Thank you, Ty Boxing, that black women don't want the roads fixed, aka black men. They just want to keep complaining that the roads are messed up. Exactly. Thank you, Well B. So you're right. They have been mad since the truth about black men as fathers and our earnings were made public. They hate our improved image. Thank you, JS. That black women have had a competitive jealousy for respectable black men for generations now. That's why they prioritize Pookies over professionals, then complain about resources and protection. SYSBN was born out of this. Exactly. We're going to come back to Welt B's comment because it's very important and it leads me to my next point. Thank you, Miss Alma Asa. Even Nino Brown had a suit on at times. Right. And he was slanging. Thank you, Don. Said black women were twerking on stage in the last Essence convention. On stage, now you have a bunch of black women with suits looking good, helping the community. They have a problem because it doesn't fit the negative narrative about black men. Thank you so much, Kelvin. And winter's coming. What you gonna do when Zaddy cut them stamps and the power off? Call Tyrone or Pookie. Thank you, Pontiac. And thank you, JS. A low key while the Bonnet Brigade is upset is because black men are taking control of our own image now, not letting the agenda dictate it for us. This is correct. And this is also correct. They hate our improved image. The reason why the improved image is hated so much is because they want the leverage to be able to tell the rest of the world how deficient black men are and how conquered black men are and how broke they are and how they don't do anything for the community. How when they get successful, they go out and marry white women and leave the community, or when they never come back and mentor. They don't want to be fathers. They don't earn any money. All of these are not family men. These are not men who are oriented towards any of these things. They want the leverage to be able to continue to spread these things about black men so that people will look at black women. See, it's self-serving. They need Black men to be subpar consistently, or at least they need everyone else to believe that Black men are collectively subpar, which will, because if the world continues to believe that, then they will also be able to continue to say that this is why we're out of order. We as women are out of order, and we as women are masculine. We are not wife worthy. We are not good mothers. We're not good partners. We're not good women. We're not good anything. It's because our men are too effeminate. They are too poor. They are too behind everyone. They're not competing on the same level as everyone else. They are not, again, they're not good fathers. They walk out on their families. They're not good partners. They're not good husbands. They're cheaters. They're liars. They're this and that. See, they need to be able to say that as the cover and the excuse as to why Black women cannot be held accountable for their own bad collective appearance value. That is the whole purpose. Okay? The whole purpose of trying to uphold these negative images, because had the men showed up, in jail and all that kind of stuff, listen, and I don't know why she even entertained it. Watch the clip of Kendra G. It was a dude on there. And he was calling in from jail. I would have hung up. I would have hung up. I wouldn't even entertain the call. But she entertained the call. And there was women in that comment section. I'm out. Oh, they dress like that in jail. Because he wasn't dressed in the, it didn't necessarily look like the little jail stuff. So he had his little hat on. And then what was funny, Kendra knows her audience. And they couldn't have liked it, because when he got off the line, she did a whole, I don't know if that's a Chicago thing or what, but she did a whole skit by herself about how chicks was going to be trying to get in contact with him. And she was like roasting the chicks. She was roasting the potential chicks that she knew was going to try to call this guy. She knew her audience very well. And she knows that somebody in her audience is going to want that guy. So she preemptively roasted. And then she did all skit, saying, "Ooh, you so funny. You better than the guys that I can actually touch and be around. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, the way you talk to me. Well, I just feel like I can talk to you about anything." Like she was doing the whole thing, and it was so spot on, and it was so sad. Because she was 100% spot on. The chicks that was in the comment section trying to front like this was appalling to them. The rate of pregnant COs determined that's a lie. And now when they get with this guy that was doing, I think, like a 2-year bid or something like that. Now, when they get with this guy while he's still in jail, this guy is going to use them. He don't know them and they don't know him. He's going to use them for money and this and that. And then as soon as he trying to be the next contestant or whatever on Love and Lockup. They got a whole show of you chicks in love with these jailbirds. And it's one or two of them, only one or two of them that knew the guy or whatever prior to jail. So it ain't like she met the jailbird. It was like she was with him and then he went to jail. It don't even be that. It be these chicks that be looking for dudes in jail. It be dudes too, looking for chicks that's in jail. And they got a whole show. Why am I talking about this? Because these are the dudes that y'all will give y'all time to. You won't say nothing bad about him. You won't talk bad about him. But you will come talk bad about these brothers that you don't know. You haven't heard them speak. You don't know what they are about or what they're doing or what they're not doing and blah, 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 blah. Precisely. And if these women didn't hear that, I don't know what they heard. He said he was looking for a generous woman, a sponsor, to sponsor him while he's in there. He'll tell you anything. He'll tell you that the suns are fall in your lap at 3 p.m. if you send him $50 on his books. I just wanted to talk to y'all about it. Let me get to these, the rest of these super chats. Thank you, Suede. So how dare they undo 60 plus years of unrelenting work against their image? I was weeks away from my provisional Mrs. Cartwright trainee permit. I use a symbol. Exactly. Thank you, Steve. And thank you, sister, for your voice and spirit. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, Elliot. Said if our men take their suit game and style tips from KS to Style OG and Vladimir Richie, you'll be killing them domestically and worldwide. Food for thought. It's time. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss 39 Dina, sweetheart. Thank you, Ruminants. A dumb, shredded three-leggers make for good ConcuSurf. No need to compete for a man like that. 5'2" at 275 pounds is good enough for him. Couch waiting for him. Exactly. This is that hot PS5 energy. Thank you, Lucid. So you mentioned image. They'll get mad at a man with a suit, but not mad at Sexy Red and her lost value system self having a sex tape leaked. Exactly. If you want a better image, women, then make a better image of yourself. It is not nobody's fault that women get caught up on camera doing this kind of stuff. Hold on. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find a video. Real quick. Okay. Now look at this chick. This is what y'all get caught on camera doing. This not nobody's fault but y'all.
Terry just keyed the side of my car. I actually just got painted over because she sideswiped it. Terry just did that. And there it is. She has smashed my vehicle. There goes Terry right there. She has just returned to smash my vehicle. She knocked my vehicle into my neighbor's vehicle, and now she is reversing. And I'm going inside because I want to avoid any further issues. Okay, I think she's going to finish up. I think she's finishing up on the car.
You're gonna treat me? After all the shit I've done for you, this is how you treat me, right? Really?
Now she has just smashed my window, my rear windshield. This is crazy.
Raise your hand if you realize she was trying to hit him, not that car. It was just God's grace that he stepped because he wasn't aware. I don't know how he didn't hear the engine rev. But he stepped out of the way just in time to not be sandwiched between those cars. She was not aiming for that car. She was aiming for him. And y'all get on camera to do this kind of stuff. That was like an attempted murder. The reason he's not saying anything anymore, not trying to argue with her, not trying to do, is because she's nuts. She's nuts. And he knows she nuts. Because he done already been through it. So he just don't want no more smoke. She's the abuser that doesn't want him to leave. He's been trying to leave her. He's been trying to leave her. And she's abusive. After all this, you gonna leave me? After all I done for you, you gonna leave me? This how you treat me? That's what she's saying. Now, had it been a man, if the roles had been reversed and some dude was doing that to her, it would be a whole travesty. Oh, he's intimidating her. He's doing okay. That's why he went in the house. Because, see, if he body slam her, if he does what he's physically capable of doing to her as a result of the stuff that she's doing, he would be serving a lot of time in jail. A lot of time. But she's not going to get any consequence. I don't care who he showed that video to. The most that he'll be able to do is sue her for damages, and she don't look like she got no money. How old was that Benz she was driving? That was like a 98 Benz with them foggy headlights. She don't know how to sand the headlights so they'll be clear again. That was like a 98 Benz. That's why she ain't mind tearing it up. It's old. She don't have keep it up. It's on its last legs. It's this type of stuff is what we're talking about. Thank you, Professor Call. So glad brothers are answering the call to improve our public image. Thank you so much. Drew said if he dies, he dies. Right. She was aiming for him. She was aiming for him. I don't know if he put that together later or what, because he didn't seem like, oh my gosh, she almost hit me. Like he didn't even seem like that. Like I don't even know. I don't get it. I don't get it. But this is true. Most domestic violence victims are men. It's just that the women get so much attention for it. But that domestic partner violence means that the violence goes two ways. But this is domestic violence, which means that the violence is only going one way. And a lot of times it's the women to the men, because they know that their legal consequences are not going to be the same as a man's legal consequences. He's less prone to call the police. He's less prone to actually fight her or beat her the way that she be trying to fight and beat him, because he can't return the favor. They're not going to see him as a battered man or a battered husband. And we're like, how you let a chick beat you up? Because if I drop kick her in her neck, okay? If I drop kick her cold in her neck, y'all gonna be looking at me stupid. Like I'm wrong. Just because she can't beat me up doesn't mean them hits don't hurt. She be picking up stuff. They like to run you over. They like to use the car, hit you. How many stories have we heard of these chicks offing these dudes, running them over with cars, stabbing them to death? I did one show where you can hear her shoot that man in front of his kids in the house because she's a hyena and she's violent and she want to fight and she want to do this and she want to do that, and she went and got that gun and shot that man in cold blood. How many videos have we seen of these women running men over, hitting them with vehicles, trying to shoot them, trying to stab them, and succeeding? So just because she's a woman don't mean that the men that he invincible. She not gonna get nothing for doing that. Ain't no consequence for her. Maybe a little something. It ain't gonna be nothing. This is what y'all get caught on camera doing. Don't get mad that people see you as dysfunctional. They see you as dangerous. I'm going to tell you why didn't nobody say. I'm going to say this and then we're going to cut it off. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to know why didn't nobody say nothing to old girl in the airport that didn't have no bottoms on. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to know. The reason why no one said anything about that woman being literally naked from the waist down is because she was Black. And Black women are known for what? Fighting, arguing, getting belligerent, making a scene, trying to hit you, being, uncontrollable, combative, aggressive. Nobody wanted to deal with that. You say something to her, you gotta be ready to go all the way. You gonna say something to her. You gonna say something to her, you better be ready to fight her. This is why a lot of times the women who know better in face-to-face situations don't say certain things because I know I'm gonna have to fight you. Or I'm at least gonna have to argue with you. And from a distance, you can't tell who the fool and who ain't. So people would rather be uncomfortable and look around, look this way, look that way, rather than confront her. Because you're going to have to smack her. Because she going to get flipped at the lip. She going to say something stupid. And you have to. And who got time for that? Because if I fight in the airport, because if I get into it with them, see, I got to be here. You don't. You're going to get me in trouble. See, I'm not getting into it with these hyenas. I am not going nowhere trying to fight these hyenas. We don't be scared of them. It's just, I got things that I'm doing today. I got to be home in another hour and a half, start dinner for my husband. I ain't got time to go upside your head like I need to. And then now we done went down to the station. Now I got to call my husband to tell him that dinner gonna be late, baby. Why? Cause I'm at the station. Why you at the station? Cause I had to rip off a hyena's back feet. And now they looking at me stupid. Like, why you rip her back feet off? Why she over here with the back feet? She the one came stomping over here with the back feet. I just did what came naturally to me. And now I'm wrong. So you got to come out here and get me out. The bond real low. The little bell is low. Well, see if they'll let you out on an I bond. Baby, it's the weekend. The judge ain't. Just got to come pay the bill, baby. Lionesses don't have time to because just gonna tear their back feet off, and that's gonna be a whole thing. You're not gonna be able to continue your day with a bloody muzzle. You just tore off back feet. Now I got an answer for it. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I want you guys to jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.